So we're given this equation, y of x is equal to e to the x over x. We want to find where this denominator is equal to 0, and that's obviously going to be when x is equal to 0, and that's going to be undefined. So there's a good chance there's a vertical asymptote there. So what we're going to do is find the limit as x approaches 0. We're going to use the right-handed limit of e to the x over x. And if you need help kind of visualizing and if you need help and if it helps you to just kind of have numbers to plug in, you can plug in something like 0001 and just know that if you get a really large number as your answer, it's supposed to be infinity. Because this is going to be around 1 if you plug in that number, and this is going to be, again, something really small. And when that happens, we get something like positive infinity. So we know that there's a vertical asymptote at 0, and because it's a vertical line, it has an equation of the form x equals something. So x equals 0 is the equation of our vertical asymptote. So now we're going to find the horizontal asymptote, and to do that, we're going to find the limit as x approaches negative infinity. I've been doing positive infinity for the other videos for this BOP. It's just a preference, but for this one, positive infinity won't work. If you use positive infinity, it'll be e to the infinity over infinity, which is infinity over infinity, and that doesn't work. There is a way you can solve that, but not all of you may have learned how to do that yet. And even if you had, you would end up getting infinity as your answer, and that's not a horizontal asymptote, so that's no good. So we're going to use negative infinity instead. And if you came across a problem like this, try it both ways, and if one doesn't work out, if positive infinity doesn't work out, then switch over to negative infinity. Just because one doesn't work out doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It could just be the way the graph is. So limit as x approaches negative infinity of e to the x over x. When you evaluate this, e to the negative infinity is going to be something pretty close to 0, and this is going to be negative infinity. And even if this was, 5 or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's over negative infinity, so it's going to be 0. So now we know that we have a horizontal asymptote at 0. Asymptotes are horizontal lines, so it's going to have an equation in the form y equals something, and in this case, that something is 0. So we have our horizontal asymptote at y equals 0.